Okay, so this side Vandana, and I'll be taking up your classes for political science and history. I'll be making few videos for you, and we'll be covering the syllabus. So, how we are going to proceed with the syllabus part, that I'm going to discuss in just next few minutes, and then I'll be starting or initiating the chapter so that we can begin as early as we can. And also, if you want me to be bilingual, or throughout English you want it, so just after this video comment, or just tell to me whether I have to continue in English or bilingual is fine, तो वो भी कर सकते हैं. Okay, now coming to 11th political science, what is it about? There are two books. Okay, one is for the political theory. Now, political theory, what is it, why theories we need, and how we can apply theories in general in life, in society, or in individual personal life also. We are going to look at that. Then second book is about the Indian Constitution. What is the Constitution, how Indian Constitution is different from the other countries Constitution, that we are going to see in that particular book. So there are number of chapters, and what I also be doing is that with the notes thing, I'll be making the notes for you in form of PPT or something, so that you can have it and read it along with the video whenever you want to watch the video. Okay, so as to have the better understanding of it. Now, coming back to the how we are going to cover, like two books, there are two books, so we'll be covering it on the alternative days. So for example, today I'll be taking up the Indian Constitution wala book, and then on other day I'll be taking up the political theory book. So we'll be running it parallelly, so that you have an idea of political theories, as and you can apply those theories in context of Indian society as well as in context of other society. Now, what I expect out of you is this, that when I teach a lesson, or when I teach you here in a video, so what you're going to do, whatever questions I'm asking in this particular video, or terms I'm using, emphasizing on those terms, I want you to just take a moment and then write those terms and search about it. Now, I think since you are you are going to access my video or having it, I'm assuming that you all have access to internet and smartphones. So now when you have those, or laptop or anything, then you are going to use that in a very productive manner with respect to my class. Okay, now beginning with the first chapter of Indian Constitution, which is Constitution itself. What is Constitution? What is this whole idea? Why do we need a constitution at all? We are all free beings. How does whole idea of constitution, is it all required only? Why this is required? That we are going to see, that your this whole idea you have right now of freedom, of equality, of opportunity, these all are because of your constitution only. Because for 200 years we were ruled by British rulers, and before that we had the Raja Maharajas ruling us, for whole medieval India. You must have read it in your medieval history and ancient history, how the monarchs were ruling us, and there was a monarchy and there were no rights and all. So how this whole idea of constitution come out? India never had a constitutional monarchy. Okay, back in the times of Ashoka, let's say, or Kautilya, Chanakya, you all heard about. So there is this sort of rules and some kind of systematic arrangement of rules was there and regulations were there, but there was never a concept of constitution back then, apparently. And this whole idea of constitution emerged out of western world, European world. Because before that we practiced the form of government also. We had republics also. You called, बुद्धा के टाइम में जो संघ का एक कॉन्सेप्ट था, तो वो रिपब्लिक्स ही थे, जब जहाँ पे बहुत सारे राजा मिलके रूल करते थे. दैट इज़ काइंड ऑफ दे वर इलेक्टेड ऑल्सो. तो उस टाइम पे एक टर्म, वी डिडंट कॉइन इट विद अ टर्म दैट इट इज़ अ रिपब्लिक और समथिंग. सो नाउ कमिंग बैक टू दैट, we'll see how this constitution idea came about and what is this all about. We'll be comparing, we'll be knowing the functions of constitution, we'll be looking for different countries example also. So your homework should be, while you watch this video, you should be writing the terms, important terms I emphasize 2-3 times, and then you search for it also. Okay, that is only thing I want. Other than that, notes I'll be providing, and those notes will be sufficient for you to write in exam and have a good decent marks. How one get good marks or decent marks is something which you should learn. When you understand a concept, automatically you will be able to write a good answer. That's what your approach should be, understanding the concept which books, in books it is written. So now, okay, taken much of the time, now I'll be beginning with the chapter. So the constitution, why and how, क्यों और कहाँ, मतलब कैसे this whole idea came. So we all know our modern Indian history, wherein Britishers ruled us, and then this whole freedom movement was started. Indian National Congress came into being 1885, and then you had other organizations coming in like Hindu Mahasabha and revolutionary organization, leftist Communist Party of India. So there are so many political organizations which started prominently after 1885, after the birth of Indian National Congress. Many of historians have written that how Indian National Congress afterwards split into these many organizations. So basically the whole consciousness, the conscience about having a political group and raising your slogans for your own rights. So now the essence of human dignity is freedom. Okay, freedom matlab azadi. Everybody needs that minimum amount of freedom to have a right to choose about what kind of a life a person wants to lead. So for example, you must have given a right to choose your own subject in after 10th, like what subject you want to take up or go for, or sports, any sports you play. So you have a right to go. Nobody will force you to play basketball when your interest is in cricket ball. So what you're doing, you're exercising your right to choose, your right to freedom of choosing that particular sports. So every day you could see these kinds of right you're exercising unconsciously. You're not aware about these rights because you do not understand the concept, right? Okay, now constitution, if you literal meaning, if you go about it, so it would be like constitution is a living document or a written or unwritten document which specifies certain principles, values, by which a society or a government or a state governs itself. Okay, or governs itself in the meaning, what is a state according to you? What is a government is nothing but bunch of people making policies for us and ruling us, in the sense that we elected them first. In a democracy I'm talking about, forms of government would differ. Okay, there would be a monarchical form of government, democracy, oligarchy, republican form of government. So these are different forms of government. Now one should understand that government is nothing but people who rules you, who forms policies for you. For example, in case of India, we have a democratic form of government wherein we choose the uh, elected we elect the people out there, and then they council of ministers form, the government forms, the majority of one particular party people who got the majority, and then they come up and sort of may elects the prime minister, and for so forth, and things like this goes on. Now constitution, there are certain functions of constitution. The first function would be that it allows the coordination and assurance. Okay, it lays down the basic rules for cooperation and coordination.